I'm just leaving Parkfoot caravan and camping site at the side of Ullswater near Pooley Bridge. Now at the top of the site they've got access to the fell, to Barton Fell, so I've taken that. So I'm not actually on my originally planned route at the minute. I'm taking a little bit of a shortcut because it's advertised on the site that they've got access to the fell for the pony trekking, etc. And so I've just come out of the site at the top, and I'm following a path which isn't shown on the map up the side of that wall there, which should take me up to the top of Barton Fell and onto Arthur's Pike, which will be the first of the day. So we're skirting the wall up Ake Beck, and we should meet Barton Fell. It's at the brow of the hill up there, and that's Ullswater down in the distance down there. I'm back on my original route now. I've just crossed the Ullswater trail, which goes round Ullswater, as you can see in the distance as Ullswater. And I'm back on the track which I originally planned to be on, so that's cut quite a big corner off the route. Definitely worth doing. That's the first view of Arthur's Pike. And there's Ullswater and Pooley Bridge. Expecting a bit of a view when we Ullswater, Arthur's Pike, more of Ullswater. We're heading over there. I think that's Loadpot Hill, but I've got to veer off first and go down to Bonscale Pikes, which is over there somewhere, and then we're going back up to Loadpot Hill. This is Swarth Beck, and that's a footpath I've come off, Arthur's Pike, which again isn't shown on the map, the one skirting down the left hand side of the hill, which has brought me here, and it's a direct path down to the path I need to be on to go up here. So it's worth taking. So again, ignore the original route. Bonscale Pike, fabulous view of Ullswater. There's Arthur's Pike. There's Loadpot Hill, and there's a labyrinth of footpaths that aren't shown on the map. I've just bumped into two fell runners who have suggested I shouldn't follow the map at all up here, and I can see there's a little footpath ahead which I'm going to take, and that will take me in the direction of Loadpot Hill, which is fabulous. And just down the way down there you can see the last hill of the day, and the little one down there which was called Hallin Fell, which we're going to go up and round, and then head back to the campsite at the beginning. At the top of Loadpot Hill, that's the path I've just come up. Scanning round. And there you go, that's Wether Hill, where we're off to next. It's quite a big flat top Loadpot. So there's three lads there, just arrived having their lunch. And so we're following the path down now over Wether Hill, which is over that way, and then I'll hang a right up of Wether Hill and do the last two of the day and head back home. So this is the top of Wether Hill, very open as you can see. Loadpot Hill in the background over there. This is one for tomorrow, that's High Rise over there, which we'll be going over tomorrow. And I'm doing Kidsty Pike tomorrow as well, amongst others. So this is the top of Wether Hill. Now we're going to head down. So I'm heading down here, which is supposed to be a path, but as you can see there's no path in sight. But I'm heading down towards that wall where I can see a path appears, which is what I'm supposed to be taking over Bonscale and Steel Knots over there. So I will be following a footpath which is 100 yards or so to the left of that wall over the tops. That's Wether Fell I've come down from. You can see there's no distinct footpath at all really. Heading up the climb up to Pike and then onto Steel Knot. So see, it's quite a steep little path this side, but it's going to be a fabulous view at the top. Top of Pike. Fabulous. There we go. What a great view. There's some hills for tomorrow, I think. This is a view at the end of Steel Knots. There's a cairn there, hidden behind Stan. Looking back over where we went earlier today. And that is Steel Knot there. Decided to take a shortcut following some fell runners down this extremely steep path. As you can see, the fell runners have gone and it just cuts a bit of a corner off because we're heading that way anyway, so it saved me walking up the road for a little bit. That's the last one of the day. But if you do decide to come down this way, be warned, it's extremely steep. The top of Hallin Fell. Expecting a bit of a view from here. Wow, that's what I call a cairn. Huge. Must be 10 foot high. Ullswater. I'm just taking the path down Hallin Fell round the other side just to get some different views. Quite steep, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. Looking back at Hallin Fell and the path that I came down, if you can make that out, skirting the side of Ullswater now, so in the Ullswater way, taking the lower path. But it shouldn't be too long, we'll be on the road and finish off on the road. Hiya. So, Route 6. I walked Route 6 on Thursday the 22nd of April. So I brought Stanley with me, who's approaching his 8th month birthday, and Mia for 2 days. And the good thing about Parkfoot is it's got access to the fell. So initially I'd intended walking to and from Pooley Bridge, but having got the access I've got to the fell side, I've walked from here. I have to say, once you get onto the top of the fell, there's a myriad of footpaths and all over the place, none of which are shown on the OS map. Very straightforward really, despite the indistinct paths. You can kind of see the tops that you're heading for. I found that the way down from Wether Hill was ridiculous in terms of no paths whatsoever, so you effectively was walking down the fell side. Now I'm using OS app as a way of helping me map check and nav, so that did keep me pretty close to where I should have been. The road and the path to Steel Knot and Pike is very straightforward. You can see it for a long way. Very interesting, nice crags, very pretty. When we're coming off though, I decided again to alter the original plan and try and take a bit of a shortcut hanging left. Now that was interesting, let's say, because the path became extremely steep. I was following some fell runners which had gone out of sight, and then they reappeared further left, so obviously I've missed a path that they knew about, and I ended up going down this ridiculously steep path. I got down, but I wouldn't really recommend the route I took. Obviously I followed in the direction of Hallin Fell, and eventually you can see a path at the bottom, which does cut a big corner off. Now Hallin Fell is very much worth the short but steep climb. Some great views at the top, a massive beacon which can be seen for miles all over Ullswater, and it's just stunning. The views were stunning. It's kind of a circular walk. It's a very well walked track, lots and lots of day walkers, and you can see why, because it is very lovely. At the bottom, once you get back, you pick up the path to the Ullswater Way. Again, Ullswater Way is a great walk. I did that a couple of years ago and thoroughly enjoyed walking around it. So I picked up the path skirting Ullswater and headed back to the start at Parkfoot campsite. As you probably might not have guessed, but Hallin Fell was by far, in my opinion, the best viewpoint of the day, and the whole day took me just over 14 miles with 3,250 foot of climbing. Not overly arduous day, lots of views, very interesting. I suspect it could be quite boggy if it's bad weather. We've had such a dry spell, it's been really good underfoot for me. It took me 5.5 hours walking, and the total time I was out was 6.5 hours, including sandwich stops, map reading, etc.